Hello, Clearview family and friends. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I want to invite you to get you a glass of something to drink or pour up some good coffee. Get your Bibles and turn to Psalm 19. We're going to be reading from David's psalm there. During the night last night, I was awakened by thunder and lightning, and all across the bedroom, shadows were just dancing from the lightning that was continually going on. So I got up, came into the living room, and it was just a magnificent, huge storm going on. It was raining everywhere, and my trees were getting watered. Yay! I was excited about that. And the lightning was just everywhere. It would come a flash of lightning and light up the entire horizon from one end to the other. And it was a magnificent display of God's glory. And I couldn't help but think of what David said in Psalms 19, that the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth forth his handiwork. Day unto day they utter speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. I love that, and I couldn't help but think of God showing off and showing himself, putting everything he had created on display and lighting it up with the lightning and showing forth his glory and majesty. And then this morning, I looked in the message and read Psalm 19 out of the message. I really, really like that translation there. I want you to listen to it. God's glory is on tour in the skies. Godcraft on exhibit across the horizon. Madam Day holds classes every morning. Professor Knight lectures every evening. Their words aren't heard, their voices aren't recorded, but their silence fills the earth. Unspoken truth is spoken everywhere. What a great line. Unspoken truth is spoken everywhere. It says so much. God's truth of his glory in his creation is spoken just by looking at what he has created. People see his creation all the time, but do they really look and notice and take thought of what they're looking at? It is magnificent to see God's glory on display every day in the world that he's created. On the back of our house, we have one humming feeder. I don't know why that hummingbird feeder attracts more hummingbirds than any of the others. But if you stand there in the mornings, sometimes up to 12 hummingbirds will land on that feeder at one time, and there'll be 3 or 4 flying around and another one sitting captain on top of the shepherd's pole. It is a magnificent sight to behold. And right now we have bird feeders out here, and the birds will sometimes be in every hole, in every slot, eating bird seeds, and they'll be lined up on the fence waiting their turn. And they don't just eat any seed, they throw seeds out, picking through, looking for the perfect seed. And it is an awesome sight to behold. I think it's pretty magnificent to watch things in nature that are going on and see their beauty. About 6 o'clock in the morning, nearly every morning, we have a doe and her fawn that are eating across the street. And it's just wonderful when you get up in the mornings and get your coffee to know that they're going to make their way across there eating. And sometimes right through there we have red fox and coyote that cross through the pasture, and they're just so awesome. God is on display in all that he does. I think it was Emerson that said that if the stars only came out one night a year, that everybody would go outside and they would wait for the stars to appear. But the fact that they come out every night, and we have an opportunity every day to go out and watch that awesome display, quite often people don't do it. Barkley's wanting to get in on the lesson today, but I just want to encourage you to notice God showing forth his handiwork, showing forth all the great things that he's done, and notice the truths that are on display. It is well worth your looking into it, and you're watching and paying attention to see what God is doing every day. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to seeing you next week.